Yeah, I will stop sharing and share it once again because it will not come in presentation mode. Wait. Students, it is visible?
Yes, sir.
Uh, okay, I will switch to the next slide. Okay, I have cleared the, have changed the slide. Is it visible?
No, sir.
Hello.
No, sir. It's still on
No,
white.
sir.
No, sir.
Definition of digital signal is
No, sir.
No.
okay. What I will do? Uh, okay, now it is visible.
Third slide.
Yeah, it's the third slide. Right. Go to the first slide and I have kept it is in presentation mode. Yeah, now it is visible.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, now see, actually I have entire chapter PPT I have shared on your WhatsApp group. Uh, now here onwards, if you face the problem, I will suggest you just open the PPT already which I have shared, and accordingly we will continue further. Okay, now I will switch to the next slide. This is our first slide which contains the syllabus of the first unit. I hope second slide is visible. Hello, is the second slide is visible?
No, sir.
No,
Still
sir.
No,
not.
sir. No, sir.
No one.
No, sir.
Not is visible. Second slide. Second slide is visible.
No, sir.
No.
No, sir. No.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. I will make it again once it is stop sharing. I don't know what happened. This will share the screen. Okay, I will what to do first. I will remove from the presentation slide. Wait.
Hello.
Now my desktop is visible. CR, please reply me. My desktop is visible. Hello.
WhatsApp is visible.
WhatsApp is visible. Okay. Okay, I will minimize this WhatsApp.
Sir, you have sent PPT in B division. Please send in A division.
Yeah, it is a common group, na?
No, sir.
Okay, any one of you please share that PPT in your B division also. Now PPT is visible?
No. No.
Yet
No, sir.
not? Okay,
No,
wait.
sir.
I will make
No, sir.
okay, wait. Fine. See, I will stop the sharing. I have share it once again. Now check out. Okay, first slide is visible.
Yes, sir.
Fine. I move to the second slide. It is visible.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Problem we are facing. See, previous lecture you faced same problem. Now remove the presentation mode. Is the second slide is visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, I will start the presentation in PPT form only because once I kept in presentation mode, it is difficult to visible you all. But I have changed my slide. Okay, I will continue with this only. See friends, this is the second slide, a definition of digital signal. Even if I request you all to make the proper synchronization, every time I will read the heading of the presentation slide so that you can also open the same PPT. So just within 5 to 10 minutes, I will cover whatever we are doing yesterday. So in the yesterday lecture, first we start with the basics of digital. What is mean by digital? How the digital signal it defines. Thereafter we check. Thereafter we check the difference between the analog and digital signal. I open the third slide. Analog signal versus digital signal. Now here we compare the analog signal with the digital signal, where the digital signal it has a discrete value at a particular interval of time, and the analog signal which has changes its value continuously with respect to time. Now I switch to the next slide. So we start with the digital circuits. Also, we know what is meant by digital circuit and what is a digital system, and we define what is the logic gate. So digital circuit are those circuit which works on the only digital signal. Are such circuit are called as the digital circuit. Once we combine one or two more modules of the digital circuit, it forms one system, and the system it is called as the digital system. Thereafter, we go very depth how the digital circuit it will be formed by using the logic gates. So we define the logic gate is a device which has one or two more input but only one output. In other definition, we can also say it is some set of rules for the current which produce at particular output. This is also second definition we can say it is correct. So this is a diagrammatic representation. Then after go to the next slide, a basic gate. In the basic gate there are three types: not, and, or. Thereafter we cover the all basic gates. Before continue session, whether my screen is visible you all? Which slide I have open?
Yes. Basic
Oh,
gate, not and or.
okay, basic
Yes, sir.
gates, not, and, or. Okay, friends, I will try to kept in presentation mode. I have kept it in presentation mode. Okay, is it visible? Students, please reply me. I have kept in presentation mode.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. It will take some time because of network issue. Okay, we start with the basic gate. Basic gate, there are three types of basic gate: not gate, and gate, or gate. Not gate, we define its a Boolean equation. It is the inversion of input. Not gate, it has only one input and one output. Accordingly, whatever we kept the input and output relationship on the table, it is called as the truth table. We have a two input, we have one input, we call it is A, and second input it is Q. I will open the pointer. This is the truth table for the NOT gate. It has only one input and one output. The output we define as a Q and input we define as a A. Now this table it shows the output and input relationship of the gate. That table it is called as the truth table. Now we have a two column. One is the input column, second one is output column. In input column we define input as a, and in output column we define output as a Q. As the function of NOT gate, it produces the output. It is the inversion of input. From that relation, if we apply input as a 0, we got output 1. If we apply input as a 1, we got output as a 0. So this is the function. It is called as the inversion. Also, I have told you, don't forget to draw this bubble, or it is also called as a circle, because this bubble and circle, this is the indication of inversion of input. So most of the times students, once they forget to draw the symbol, this bubble, then we will lose our marks. So this is for the NOT gate. Now I switch to the next slide. I hope next slide it is AND gate. I given the heading AND gate. Is it visible you all? Yeah, accept the answer from CR.
No, sir. No, sir.
No one.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
See, once I kept in presentation mode, there is a problem. The slide, whichever I change, you will not see. Okay, I will continue this the PPT mode only. Now the AND gate is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 See, once I kept in presentation mode, the first slide only you will stick up. Next slide, whenever I do the changes, you are not able to see. Okay, fine. See, I will explain this slide. This is the basic AND gate. This is the basic AND gate. This is the symbol of AND gate, right? It has a two input, input A, input B, and Q. Input A, input B, and Q. In the previous gate, we see that the Boolean equation is nothing but the equation which shows the logical function of that gate. That is the Boolean equation, right? So it has a two input A. This is the input A, and this is the input B, and output is Q, right? So I have defined this is the Boolean equation. It is also called as the logic equation of AND gate. This is the logic equation of AND gate, which gives output Y. Y here, it is nothing but this output Q. We can also write here Q equal to A into B. Students, even if we called it is A into B, but in terms of technical language, we always say that it is A and with B. That is nothing but this is the logic equation for AND gate. So once I got the logic equation, based on that we define or we complete truth table. We complete the truth table. So again, truth table, it contains input and output relationship, right? In the input there are two input column. One column is A and second column is B. Output is a Q. So is it visible, you all? Am I audible, you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now see, this is the, okay, thank you. This is the input A and this is the input B and this is the output Q, or we also define as a Y. This column, if we return as a Y, it is also correct, because in logic equation we define Y as output. In symbolic equation we define Q as output. Both meanings are same. Now it has a two input. We always keep in mind, whenever a particular gate has a two input, it has possible combination of input condition. There are four. That is, first condition is both inputs are 0 0. Last condition is both inputs are 1 1. These two condition. And second and third condition, one input is 0, second input is 1. In the next, one input is 1 and second input is 0. Like that, the possible combination of two inputs, it forms the four possible combination. So we will check one by one. If both inputs are 0, we say that 0 into 0, we got the first is 0. Second condition, 0 into 1, we got the 0. Third condition, 1 into 0, we got the 0. And the last condition, 1 1, we got the output 1. So based on that, logic gate which has logic AND gate which has only 1 at the output, or we can also say that it has only high at the output when both inputs are high. This is the conclusion from the truth table. All of you getting my point, what I told you? So based on the truth table, I have concluded the AND gate which gives the output high. The AND gate which gives the output 1 if the both conditions are 1 1. If the both conditions are 1 1. Getting my point? So every time I have to make the presentation mode to PPT again, I switch to the next slide. OR gate. Is it visible OR gate? Students, please reply me quickly. Is it visible OR gate?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, okay. Thank you. I again kept this as a presentation mode. Okay, this is the symbol of OR gate. Okay, uh, I start with the second basic gate. Sorry, third basic gate, OR gate. This is the symbol of OR gate. OR gate, it has a two input A, B, and it has one output Q. That Q we define in logic equation as a Y. So OR gate logic function is Y equal to A plus B. Y equal to A plus B. Accordingly, again I will draw the truth table for the OR gate. See, already I have told you yesterday, for any gate, first we draw its symbol, then after draw its logic equation, write its logic equation, then after draw its truth table. So this is our fixed three steps to study for any basic gates, whether it be universal gate or whether it be special purpose gate, right? Okay, this is the logic equation or Boolean equation for OR gate, y equal to a plus b. Again, the OR gate, it has a two input, hence the maximum combination at the input side, it forms the 4. The input cases are same where which are seen in the AND gate, that is 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. These are the fixed 4 conditions. Let's check one by one condition. What will get the output? Now see, before before checking the output of OR gate, don't forget what we conclude regarding the AND gate. AND gate, it gives the only output high when both inputs are high. If one of the input or both inputs are 0, it gives the output 0. This is the conclusion regarding the AND gate, right? Then after next, we start with the OR gate. OR gate, it has two input A, B. Now check, when the first input is 0 0, we got output as a 0. 0 plus 0, we got output as a 0. Second condition 0 1, we got output as 1. Third condition 1 0, we got output as 1, that is 1 plus 0, we got 1, 0 plus 1, we got 1, and the last condition 1 plus 1, we got 1. Here 1 plus 1, instead of plus we called as a 1, or with 1 we got here 1, right? So what is the conclusion regarding the OR gate? Can anyone guess? For AND gate, we conclude that if both input are high, then and then only OR gate output, it gives the high, right? So in the parallel line, can you conclude this OR gate? What is the functionality of OR gate? Can anyone tell? Please unmute your mic. Yes, students.
Sir, if any one of the output is high or both are high, then output is high. Otherwise, it will be low.
Right. 100% correct. See, if any one of the input is high, the output of OR gate, it gives the high. Else, if both input are 0, we got the output as a 0. This is the conclusion regarding the OR gate. Now I go in PPT mode and I switch to the next slide. So this is the universal gate. This is the universal gate, NAND gate. So yesterday already we had discussed. Can anyone conclude regarding the NAND gate, how its functionality works? NAND gate, NAND gate, it gives the output 1 irrespective of input if both inputs are 1 1. If both inputs are 1, then and then only we got the output is 0. That is, in the NAND gate, if both inputs are 1, then only we got the output is 0. For one of the input is 0 or both we got the all output are 1 1. Is it
Yes, sir.
okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. Yesterday I got one post from, I forgot the name of, I don't know the name of that candidate. Uh, he or might be she. She told me, sir, we not see any one of the slide. So I got little bit. I am doubt. So yesterday all of you not visible any slide, or all of you visible only. There is a problem with the one candidate. So that intentionally I have repeated all these gates. Fine. Now I go to the next slide. It is second universal gate. Second universal gate. It is NOR gate. It is the NOR gate. Okay. See, this is the symbol of NOR gate. This is the symbol of NOR gate. If you look at very carefully the symbol, it is the combination of OR. It is the combination OR plus this circle is nothing but inverter. That is OR plus NOT. It forms the NOR gate. So for that, it has two inputs A, B. The Boolean equation for the NOR gate is OR plus NOT. Obviously, A OR with B and its complement. And its complement. We got A OR with B bar or A plus B bar, right? So this is the truth table for NOR gate. NOR gate, it has two input, hence at the input column there are two columns A and B, and the output is Q, right? Now if you check first case, 0 plus 0 we got 0, zero's complement we got 1 here, we got 1 here. So if you put A and B's value in this equation, 0 plus 0, 0, zero's complement 1. Similarly, 0 plus 1, 1, and 1's complement we got 0. This is regarding the second case. If you look at the third case, 1 plus 0, 1, 1's complement it is 0. Right. Third case, last, 1 plus 1, 1, 1's complement it is 0. Friends, here we're talking about 1 plus 1, 1, 1's complement, it is we got the 0. But actually in the gate, yes, anyone want to tell something? Here we call it is 1 plus 1. It's not actually 1 plus 1. It is high or high. We call it is high or high. It gives the high. High complement it gives the low. That is 1 plus 1. 1. 1's complement it is 0. Right. It is a 1 means at the time of practical you will see that whenever we will give the 1 once, it means we are applying at the higher potential voltage. It is called as the 1. Once we say it is 0, we apply the at that particular terminal to the ground. Ground means it is neutral, it is 0 volt, right? Accordingly we will perform the practical. So now I accept you from any one of you, please conclude regarding the NOR gate, how the NOR gate functionality if you look at the truth table. Yes, I am waiting for your response. Can anyone please unmute your mic? Yes.
Sir, the output is 1 if both the inputs are low.
Please repeat it. I am not hear you.
The output is 1 if both the inputs are low.
Yeah. See, once you called output is 1, at that time you should say when both input is 0, right? The output is 1 means both inputs are 0. If output is high, both inputs are low, right? We talk with the 1 with the 0, high with the low, right? So in that case, we will talk like this. That is, the output we got the 1 only, output we got only 1 when both inputs are 0 0. The output is high when both inputs are low, right? Remaining rest of all cases it gives the 0. The if you look at it very carefully, the truth table of NOR gate, it is exactly opposite of OR gate. Similarly, if you look at the truth table of NAND gate, it is exactly opposite of AND gate, right? So once the output, here we connect the bubble or inversion, so that it gives the inversion of the table, right? This is for the second universal gate. So in the presentation mode only, I will change the next slide. Now check it. Is it visible for the next slide? In PPT form. Students, is it visible?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, this is the technical problem, I think.
No, sir.
Okay. Because once I kept the presentation mode, it will not. First slide you will check see, but okay, fine. Now
Yes,
now
sir.
this is the yeah
Yes, sir.
fine. Okay, I don't know what happened like this. Okay, I will do every time like this only. Fine. This is the special purpose gate, exclusive OR gate. So this is the symbol of exclusive OR gate. This is the symbol of exclusive OR gate. This is the symbol of exclusive OR gate, and it has two input A, B, and output is Q. So can anyone remember yesterday lecture or last lecture? I have expanded this Boolean equation y equal to a XOR with b. How we can expand this equation? Can anyone remember? Can anyone remember?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
please tell me. Yes, please tell me what is the expanded form?
A bar
What is the
dot B plus B bar dot A.
right? A bar dot b plus a bar dot b plus a into a into b bar. This is the expanded form for the exclusive OR gate. Right now, this is the truth table for XOR gate. Students, for two input, it has four possible combination. Right, 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. See, every time our input table conditions are fixed, every time our input table conditions are fixed, only it will change in the output column as the functionality of that gate or as the Boolean equation of particular gate. Now here, once we keep 0 0, a equal to 0, b equal to 0 in this equation. Now see, the first term a bar b, when a equal to 0, b equal to 0. See, look, you can look here value of b equal to 0, that means 0 into a bar. Friends, keep in mind, for here onwards, for any logic equation, if we got that variable equal to 0 and that variable it is any term in any equation of the term, then if 0 into anything we got the 0, we never forget what is the value of a, because we got b equal to 0 and 0 into anything 0. So we will not waste our energy to calculate the entire that term, right? Similarly, we know the first condition a equal to 0 and we got a multiplied by something. That means a into b bar. So we never calculate what is mean by b bar. 0 into anything, we directly put it is 0. Right? So this is the very shortcut method. Once we got 0 into anything 0, 0 into anything 0, that is 0 plus 0, we got 0. So I return the in the first output column it is 0 for both inputs are 0 0. Right? Similarly, for 0 1. Now can anyone expand this equation? It is very simple. If a equal to 0 and b equal to 1. Now all of you look this term very carefully. So this term a bar into b, here for second case, here for second case b equal to 1 and a equal to 0, that means a bar is 0's complement, it forms 1. So in this equation the first term it becomes 1, right? A bar, a value is 0, its 0's bar 1, b is already 1, 1 into 1, the first term it forms the 1 plus second term a into b bar. We know the value of a is 0, again 0 into anything it's completely 0. So 1 plus 0, we got 1 in the second term. All of you got this? Similarly, for the third case, for the third case, okay, fine, thank you. For the third case, b equal to 0, b equal to 0. So in the term, first term in the equation, first term is 0 because b into anything, b into a bar, 0 into anything, we got 0. Now if you look at second term very carefully for the third case, a value is 1, a value is 1, hence we got 1. Now b bar, b it is value 0, b its value 0, that is a is 1, b is value 0 and its bar. We got 1 into 1, right? 0's bar means it is 1, 1 into 1, we got 1. So this is got third case when A equal to 1, B equal to 0, we got 1. When A equal to 0, B equal to 1, this is got 1. And for the last case, A equal to 1, B equal to 1. Friends, here in the both term, 1 is complement, and in the second complement, in the second term, B is complement. So once we get the complement of ones, we got 0. The terms 0 into B, the terms here we got 0 into A. So in the last case also, we got 0. So all of you understand how we got the truth table? How we got the truth table, all of you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 Now students, please conclude this functionality of exclusive OR gate based on this truth table. Yes. See, even if whatever your assumption, please unmute your mic. Sir, I think big input dash dash, we got output dash dash. I will give the correct conclusion, but I know how you conclude this gate. Please unmute your mic and say what is the functionality of exclusive OR gate. Yes,
Sir,
students, I am waiting for your answer.
if both the inputs are same, then the output is low. Otherwise, it will be high.
Exactly correct. I appreciate your conclusion. It's exactly correct. See, if the both inputs are same, if the both inputs are same, we got the output is 0. We got the output is 0. That means for same input, we got output is 0. For unequal input, that is A equal to 0, B equal to 1, we got 1 here. For A equal to 1, B equal to 0, we got 1 here. All of you getting my point? So this is the exclusive OR gate. Exclusive OR gate, it gives the output 1 when inputs are unequal. If the input are equal, we got the output is 0. Okay, fine. I again break this presentation mode. And I go to the second. Now this is the exclusive NOR gate. This is the exclusive NOR gate. Is it visible, the slide?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, fine. Now this is the second special purpose gate, exclusive NOR gate. Friends, here the only difference is that for exclusive NOR gate, we assign one bubble, or it is called as the inverter at the output of exclusive OR gate. It forms exclusive NOR gate. Entire rest of all operation is same. Rest of all operation is same. See, when we write A XOR with B, we return the equation. It is A bar into B. This is the first term. A bar into B plus A into B bar. This is the logic equation for exclusive OR gate. Now exclusive NOR gate, it takes the total complement. Means this equation is from A into B bar, where the second terms of exclusive OR gate, and this is A bar into B, which is the first term of OR gate. All of you getting my point what I told you? So ultimately this equation is same like as the exclusive OR gate. Once we assign the output to the bubble, so see, again the input tables are same because it has a two input. Input tables are same. Now the change in the output here, now we got change in the output. Here we got 1 0 0 1 with respect to of the input 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. All of you getting my point what I told you? So all of you understand exclusive NOR gate? Exclusive NOR gate, it behaves exactly opposite of exclusive OR gate, because in the exclusive NOR gate we assign one inverter. So keep in mind, whenever this bubble is nothing but inverter. Because of this bubble, it gives the exactly opposite value of exclusive OR gate. So all of you understand?
Yes, sir.
uh, Students, I have one request. See, whenever I ask you question, once you give me immediate reply, so that I will got the confident whatever I told you, whatever I teach you, you will be understand, so that I will move fast to the next slide. Right? Thank you. So can anyone conclude regarding the exclusive NOR gate operation? Can anyone conclude? It is the exactly opposite of exclusive OR gate. So we are conclude regarding exclusive OR gate. It produces the output high when both inputs are unequal. So this is the functionality of exclusive OR gate. It produces the output 1 when both inputs are not same. Same, exactly opposite conclusion for the exclusive NOR gate. Can anyone guess? So when it gives the output 1,
So the output is 1 when both the inputs are same.
right. What is your name, beta? What's your name?
Sir, Ashrita.
Ashwita. Now you please hold your answer, because every time you are only given the answer, I'm accepting from others also. Right. Thank you. Now break this presentation mode and I move to the next slide. Again, I keep it in presentation mode. So is it visible? IC gate, gate ICs.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Now we can see.
Okay, I have just kept in presentation mode. Just check out. Now is it visible? Gate ICs.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, See friends, today we have a practical slot, right? So if possible, see, all of you having laptop, or all of you having a desktop or something laptop.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
at the time
some
of
of
practice
us
only.
have the laptop.
Okay, okay. Some of us you have laptop, some of us you have. Okay, fine, no problem. Still today we will at least we will open our account for the virtual lab, so that from the next week we will start our first practical. See, these ICs number, I request you all please note it down. These ICs number are very important, because based on the IC number we will pick up the gate. Right? Just a wait, I will open my pen. Okay. See, these IC number are very important. All of you please note it down, because based on this IC number we can pick up the IC. Right? See, for 7404, for 7404, this is the IC number for NOT gate. This is the IC number for NOT gate. See, it has a bubble here, but when I kept in presentation mode, it looks very small, but it has a present here. We have a bubble here for every NOT gate. Right? See, this is the IC 7404, and it has 6 NOT gate contents. How many gates are contained? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In one IC, it contains the 6 NOT gate. Right? Now look at the pins. It has total 14 pins. 7 pin here, and next 7 pins are top. Right? Now the pin number 1, this is the first input for the first NOT gate. Pin number 1, this is the input for this NOT gate, and pin number 2 is the output of this NOT gate. Right? So all of you remember this point, because at the time of practical, when we pick up the IC 7404, we will keep in mind the first number, it is the input for the one NOT gate, and second number pin, it is the output for that NOT gate. Like that, third number pin is again the one input for the NOT gate, and fourth number pin is the output for NOT gate. Like that, the pin number 7, it is the ground. Pin number 7, it is the ground, and pin number 14, it is the VCC. It is the VCC. Right? So keep in mind, for every IC, pin number 7 is the ground, pin number 14 is the VCC. This is the common thing for all IC gates. Now see here, here is the pin number 7 is the ground, pin number 14, it is a VCC. So once again I repeat you all, please note it down. Pin number 7 is the ground for all gates of ICs, and pin number 14 is the VCC. Right? This is a common thing. IC 7404, IC 7404, this is the NOT gate IC. IC 7408, IC 7408, this is the AND gate IC. Right? In the IC 7448, yeah, it's IC 7448, it has 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 AND gate include. In IC 7432, 4 OR gate has include. This is the IC 7400. IC 7400, it is NAND gate. In the NAND gate, how many gates are contained? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 gates are contained in IC 7400. Right? For now, we check the pin number 1 and 2. It is the input and output respectively of NOT gate. Right now, if we compare the pin number 1 and 2, it is the input of AND gate in IC 7048. Please check it out very carefully, this diagram, because when we pick up a IC from the component list, at that time in the virtual lab there is no provision. It will tell you regarding the input pin and output pin. So at that time we should know what is the IC number of gate. Suppose I want to perform the functionality, I want to perform the AND gate operation. So I remember that the AND gate IC, it is 7048. Right? Once I pick up the IC 7048, then the 7 number pin, it is ground, then 14 number pin is VCC. Right? Then in the pin number 1 and 2, these are the two input for this gate. So I will assign, this is the gate number 1, this is the gate number 2, this is the gate number 3, and this is the gate number 4. See, once I assign it is for my assumption. So from you can assign any number for the particular any gate, right? For my convenient, I have assigned the number for that gate. For one first NAND gate, pin number 1 and 2, these are the input, and pin number 3 is output. Similarly, for fourth NAND gate, pin number 12 and pin number 13, these are two input, and pin number 4 is the output. Are you getting my point what I told you? So we should know pin number 7, it should be connected to the ground. Pin number 14, it should be connected to the VCC. So in IC7048, it has contained 4 ICs of AND gate. Out of 4, we can choose any one, but don't forget, if I choose the IC3 gate 3, then we should know pin number 10 and pin number 9. These are input, and pin number 8. This is the output. All of you getting my point? What I told you? Yes, CR.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Similarly, in IC7432, it has contained 4 OR gate. So for my convenient, assign this is the first IC, sorry, this is the first gate of OR, this is the second, this is the third, right? This is the third, and this is fourth. Now the common connections are pin number 7 is ground, pin number 14 is VCC. We always connect to the VCC, that is plus 5 volt, and ground to the 0 volt, right? So we can choose any one of the OR gate out of 4. Similarly, this is the IC number 7400 NAND gate. Again, it has a conclude 4 NAND gate. We can choose any one NAND gate for the performance, or we can check its functionality. Getting it? So this is the IC gate. I will again break the presentation mode. And so is it visible? I request you please unmute your mic. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Now see, fine, thank you. Now see, this is the IC. I will pen. Huh. Next, this is the IC 7402. See friends, keep in mind for all gates, the ICs have a 14 pins. For all gates, ICs have a 14 pins, right? So in the 14 pin, we always keep in mind pin number 7, it is the ground. Pin number 7, it is a ground, and pin number 14, it is VCC. We always keep in mind, if you pick up any IC, pin number 7 is the ground, pin number 14 is VCC. So now the next IC 7402, this is the IC number 7402. It is the NOR gate. It is the NOR gate, that is, it is the universal gate. NOR gate. It has pin number 2 and pin number 3. This is the input for first NOR gate. See, remember, up till now what we see, pin number 1 is the input of NOT gate, pin number 1 and 2 is the input of NAND gate, pin number 1 and 2 is the input of AND or OR gate. But this is the case of IC 7402, pin number 2 and pin number 3, these are the input, and pin number 1 is the output. Getting my point? Similarly, pin number 5 and pin number 6, this is the input, and pin number 4 is the output. Like that, pin number 8, 9, pin number 12, 11, these are the input of NOR gate. Pin number 10, pin number 13, this is the output of NOR gate. I hope all of you note this down. These are the IC number and its IC's name. Right. I repeat you once again. IC 7400, it is the NAND gate. IC 7404, it is the NOT gate. IC 7048, AND gate. IC 7432, OR gate. IC 7402, it is the NOR gate. Friends, again I told you, while the time of practical, while at the time of practical, when we perform the functionality of basic gates, so at that time, even if we know what are the basic gates, but for the practical we have to choose the IC number. Getting my point? Similarly, oh, just a minute. Similarly, for IC 74266, this is the IC of XNOR gate, and for IC 7486, this is the IC of, sorry, this is the XOR gate. Getting my point? Here again look at pin number 7 is the ground, pin number 14 is VCC. Alright, the rest of all pins are input and output. So this is the, see, for here they assign, this is the A as a XOR gate, so that whatever pins are related to this gate, they are assigned 1A and 1B. Right. Similarly, its output 1Y. Right. Like that they assign the name. But here we were not strict of how they assign their name. According to our convenience, we can assign the first input, second input, third one is the output. Like that we were assigned. So can I move to the next slide? Up till now, is there any problem?
No, sir.
Okay, students, I feel up till now you all of you know what is the basic gate, what is the universal gate, and what is the special purpose gate. Okay, see, intentionally I have repeated the all gates because here onwards, listen carefully, here onwards, if you can't understand the functionality of gates, once you know the gates, then only you will know the Boolean equation and how to perform the Boolean equation, and that equation how we can implement it by using gates, right? Once you know the gate, you will come to know the what is the flip-flop. Once you know the flip-flop, you will come to know what is the resistor. Like that, these all points are independent to each other, right? I hope all of you understand the basic gates and universal gates and special purpose gate. Then after its IC's number, right? This is the last point from today's lecture. Now a De Morgan's theorem. Friends, De Morgan's, it has two theorem. First theorem, it shows that first theorem, it said that the complement of sum of two or more variable. So this is the complement of sum of two or more variable is equal to the product of complement of that variable. So all of you getting my point what I told you. This is the complement of sum of two or more variable. For example, we will consider only two variable, that is A plus B complement is equal to the product of complement of that variable, that is A bar into B bar. Getting my point? That is A plus B bar, this term is equal to A bar into B bar, right? So now here most of students, what they do the mistake, what they write the first term, it is A, they write A bar into B bar. So keep in mind, A bar into B bar, this is never equal to A bar into B bar, this is never equal to A into, this is never equal to A into B. So try to understand what I told you. This is never equal to A into B total bar. All of you getting my point what I told you? See, this term A bar into B bar, this is never equal to A into B total bar. The term total completely different. Getting my point? So De Morgan's first theorem, it said that the complement of sum of two or more variable A plus B bar is equal to the product of complement of variable, that is A bar into B bar. See, here they are mentioned the separate term A bar into B bar. A bar into B bar. Here we never called A bar into B bar. It is A into B total bar. Keep in mind the terms completely different, right? This is the De Morgan's first theorem, and De Morgan's second theorem, it states that A into B bar is equal to A bar plus B bar. That is, once you look at very carefully the equation, that is the complement of the product of two or more variable is equal to the sum of the complement of the variable, right? This is the De Morgan's second theorem. So all of you getting my point? De Morgan's first theorem and De Morgan's second theorem.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now I have give you one homework. Please note it down. This is the homework for you all. Now you have to show me how this term A bar, sorry, how this term A plus B complement, this term A plus B complement is equal to A bar into B bar. You have to prove it. How you can prove? Can anyone guess how we can prove? Now this is the De Morgan's theorem.
By
Okay,
using truth.
by using,
Truth table.
yeah, it's absolutely correct, by using truth table. Can anyone tell me what is the first column of truth table, second column of truth table? Can you guess? First column, yes,
Inputs.
first column, yes, yeah, we will define these terms by using truth table. It is absolutely correct, right? Now we have to prove it by using truth table. Can anyone tell me what is the first column?
Input of A.
Okay, correct. It is the first column of input A. Second,
Input of B.
Input of B.
it is the B, right? Third,
A
here,
complement.
here,
A
A
plus B.
plus B.
A
A
plus B.
plus B.
A plus B, right? It's absolutely correct. It is the A plus B. What is the third column?
A plus B.
A plus
Huh?
B complement.
Right. It is
A
the A
plus B.
plus B and its complement. Right. Next. Now see, this third column is nothing but LHS of our De Morgan's first theorem. De Morgan's first theorem. All of you getting it? This third column, A plus B complement, is nothing but this is our LHS side. Now, tell me the next. What we get here? Next column.
A complement.
Next. Right. It is the A complement. A complement. See, this column is exactly opposite of this column. Right. All of you agree? Here is the A complement. Here is the A complement. So here is the A, means we got A complement. If it is 0 here, we should 1 here. If it is 1 here, we should write here 0 because it is exactly opposite complement. Yeah. Can you predict what is the? Can you guess what is the next column?
B complement.
Obviously B complement, and the last column is nothing but this is RHS side of the first theorem. A bar into B bar. Okay. So I request you all, like this, you have to prove De Morgan's first theorem and De Morgan's second theorem. It's a very simple. Once we got this column is equal to this column, that means A plus B bar is equal to A bar into B bar. That is the De Morgan's first theorem. Friends, once we know the De Morgan's theorem, but where we have to implement it, we will see in next lecture. Right? We will see in next lecture. Okay. Okay. So today I will stop here. Please ask me any doubt regarding today's and the last lecture. Please unmute your mic and you can ask me. I am waiting for your question. Shall I stop here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, friends. Today we have a practical slot. We will meet sharp at 2:30. May I write? The timing is 2:30 now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. We will meet sharp at 2:30. But before that, I hope all of you having the mail ID also. Now you are in second year. I accept from you. You should know the. If those who are not mail ID still, please create your mail ID, because the first step for the virtual lab we have to register by mail ID only. Alright. Fine. Thank you very much for your patience listening. Thank you. We will meet today only at 2:30. Thank you. With permission, you all, I will close this meeting.